Liverpool want two major signings as part of Mo Salah replacement plan, including £52 million star. Liverpool will bid a fond farewell to Mohamed Salah at the end of the season, and plans to replace the imperious Egyptian superstar are already starting to take shape. Liverpool are ready to refresh their attack by bringing in two new forwards this summer following the bombshell news that Mohamed Salah will depart Anfield at the end of the season. The Egypt international 33 announced earlier this week that he will be moving on at the end of the 2025-26 campaign after 9 years with the Reds. Salah leaves the club third in their all-time goal-scoring list, and replacing such a seismic figure will be no mean feat, even if the attacker has endured a disappointing season on a personal level. As such, it has emerged that Liverpool are likely to seek two new attackers this summer, one high-profile name and a younger talent with potential. That's according to the iPaper, who claim that the £52 million rated Francisco Fonseca is one target who would fall into the latter category. The Juventus star, who is expected to feature prominently for Portugal at the World Cup, is seen as a player capable of replicating the direct style that made Salah such a thorn in the side of Premier League defenders. Morgan Rogers is another player of interest after another stunning season for Aston Villa. The 23-year-old would command an astronomical transfer fee, though, after signing a new contract earlier this season. Bayern Munich's Michael Olise falls into a similar category. The former Crystal Palace man is a player Liverpool have taken a keen interest in, and the winger has taken his game to another level since swapping the Premier League for the Bundesliga. Like Rodgers, he would also likely command a transfer fee in excess of £100 million. Furthermore, there are doubts that he would consider leaving Bayern, where he's extremely happy working under Vincent Kompany. Bradley Barcola is viewed as a more attainable option and has many admirers at Anfield, while Yan Diomande, a player also admired by Manchester United, is another attacker who Liverpool retain a live interest in. The report adds that Cody Gakpo could follow Salah out of Anfield this summer as part of Liverpool's attacking refresh after an underwhelming campaign. The Dutchman has scored just 6 times in 29 Premier League games and has struggled to impact games for Liverpool, who are in a fight to finish in the top 4 less than 12 months after romping to the title in Arne Slot's maiden season. Hugo Ekitike proves Arne Slot right as Liverpool star scores in new role on injury return. Hugo Ekitike got his name on the score sheet for France as 3 of Liverpool's international contingent were in action on Thursday night. Hugo Ekitike banished any remaining injury fears last night, Thursday, as the Liverpool striker scored as France won their international friendly with Brazil at the Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts 2-1. Ekitike jetted out to meet up with his international teammates for their doubleheader in America after giving Liverpool a scare in last Saturday's 2-1 Premier League loss to Brighton and Hove Albion. The 23-year-old hobbled off inside the opening 10 minutes at the Amex Stadium, and his clear discomfort raised concerns that he was set for a spell on the sidelines. But Reds head coach Arne Slot allayed those concerns when he said after the match, Hugo could play tomorrow if he had to. It was a dead leg. It was a collision that led to him going off. It was not helpful. Ekitike proved his club manager right by being named in France's starting lineup, alongside Liverpool teammate Ibrahima Konate for the glamour clash with Brazil, who were minus another red, Alisson Becker, after the goalkeeper pulled out of the squad through injury. With Alexander Isak sidelined, fellow summer signing Ekitike has made the centre-forwards position his own at Anfield this season. But the £79 million arrival from Eintracht Frankfurt was stationed in a different position by France boss Didier Deschamps against Brazil. While Bradley Barcola was injured, Deschamps still had an embarrassment of forward riches at his disposal. And to get the rising star into his team alongside Michael Olise, reigning Ballon d'Or winner Ousmane Dembele and captain Kylian Mbappe, Ekitike started out on the left. On just his 7th cap, the fit-again Reds hero took his chance to shine, capping an all-action display with a fine finish in the 65th minute that he dinked over Ederson after being played in by Olise. That made it 2-0 after Mbappe took a pass from Dembele to open the scoring in style in 32nd minute. It was a goal that moved the Real Madrid superstar within one of equaling France's all-time goal-scoring record set by Olivier Giroud, 57 in 137 caps. Mbappe's 56 goals have come in 95 appearances for his country, who, having lost Konaté's centre-back partner Dayo Upamecano to a red card, had to hold on after Bremer reduced the deficit for Brazil. By that stage, Ekitike had already been withdrawn and replaced by Desire Doué. Along with Konate and the rest of his France teammates, he will now head to Maryland for Monday's friendly against Colombia at Northwest Stadium. Georgi Mamadashvili, meanwhile, who is deputising for the absent Alisson, played the full 90 minutes as Georgia 2-2 drew with Israel in Tbilisi. Liverpool returned to club action on Saturday week, April 4th, with a huge FA Cup quarter-final at Manchester City. Andy Robertson could be denied dream transfer after Liverpool exit due to heartless model. Andy Robertson is out of contract at Liverpool at the end of the season, and no decision has yet been taken on his future. Andy Robertson might have to think again if he has any designs on joining boyhood club Celtic this summer, according to former Scotland international Pat Nevin. No decision has been made on Robertson's Liverpool future as yet, but the Scotland captain will be out of contract at the end of the campaign. Having lost his place as first-choice left-back to Milos Kerkez this season, the Reds vice-captain's future has been the subject of much debate. Robertson was targeted by Tottenham Hotspur in a surprise move in January, only for the Reds to pull the plug on any discussions. The two-time Premier League and Champions League winner was also eyed by Atletico Madrid last summer, but a return home to Glasgow has also often been mooted for the 32-year-old who was released by Celtic when he was 15. Former Arsenal defender Kieran Tierney returned to Celtic after 6 years away last year, and possibility of the pair linking up on the left flank as they do for their country has been mooted. Ex-Everton and Tranmere winger Nevin, however, thinks a move may not be possible. It is interesting because without all the technical stuff about styles, etc., Tierney and Robertson, when they play for Scotland, in a back three, one of them, usually Tierney, is the left centre-back. He played there for Arsenal quite a few times and was very good at that. Nevin told ACOdds.com, Scotland are amazing down the left-hand side because they work well as a pair. So can you play with both of them in the same team? Yes, you can. Robertson can play as a wing-back and Tierney can play the centre-back role, so can Robbo. The only problem is how do you fit that into a 4-2-3-1, which is what most teams are playing. That's harder. If Martin O'Neill stays at Celtic, which I don't know if he will, he always used to use a back three when he was first there, and it was incredibly successful. It'll come down to the cost, because I'm afraid Celtic have a lot of other jobs to do other than left full-back. They've got creative jobs to do. They'll get Jota, their Portuguese winger, who suffered an ACL injury last year, back next season, which will make a big difference. So it's a nice idea and it would fit well, but it is also A, costly, and B, if you're going to be utterly heartless about it, there ain't no sell-on value. And that's not Celtic's model most of the time. Liverpool lead Man Utd and Arsenal in race for £60 million French defender. Liverpool are facing a centre-back shake-up in summer. The Reds are set to lose Ibrahima Konate on a free transfer, minus opening a gap for an experienced stopper in the back line. Arne Slot has been suffering a central defensive shortage all season long, having only Konate, Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez available as senior options. That is set to change next season, of course, with Jeremy Jacquet arriving from Rennes and Giovanni Leone recovering from injury. Even so, Liverpool could do with adding at least one more. Gomez is out of contract in 2027 and the club could entertain offers, while Van Dijk also only has 1 year left. And in that regard, the Premier League champions may have a crucial advantage over either Manchester United or Arsenal for a mutual transfer target. Liverpool, Arsenal and Man Utd want Luca Burr. According to a report in Sport Witness, that trio of Premier League club are all interested in signing Castello Lukeba from RB Leipzig this summer. The 23-year-old defender is under contract with the Red Bulls until 2029, but is now seeking a move to the English top flight. The most recent reports value Lukeba at around €70 million, £60 million, and he has been a defensive rock for Ole Werner's side this term. As well as the Gunners, Manchester United and Liverpool are also very much in the race for Castello Lukeba, the report reads. Lukeba wants Premier League switch. The RB Leipzig player would be interested in a Premier League switch. The player is very much focused on picking the club which offers him the best possibility of development. Liverpool will likely have a space opening up for a first-team player at the heart of defence next season, but the same cannot be said for Arsenal and Man Utd. The Gunners have around 7 players who can feature in that position as things stand, and United are not far behind. Therefore, for the Frenchman's development, it's clear Anfield is the right place to be. Let's hope he sees it that way too.